What is goody with the hoodie? Team Adam Bergman. My name is Adam Bergman. This, of course, is the Adam Bergman Show. I'm sorry that I'm slouched over, but Milo's chilling in my lap. Milo wants to say hello. Hello, everybody. A lot of you guys asked how he's doing. He's doing all right. So far, so good. We live to fight another day. He's hanging out. Today, I want to give you an article about Bitcoin and the power of cryptocurrency. This specifically is talking about the Ukraine and what's happening with the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And we read a lot of stories about how Bitcoin is helping, how cryptocurrency is helping the Ukrainians because they brought in over $100 million worth of donations. You also hear how Bitcoin is helping and how crypto is helping everyday, normal, individual people in the crypto space. But what you don't hear about is an actual example of how it's helping. So you know it's contributing to the war movement in Ukraine and how it's helping them buy arms and food, supplies, so on and so forth. And you know how some people in Russia might be helping to get around sanctions or, save their money. But I'm going to give you an example of a story I read about an actual refugee who was moving from Ukraine to Poland, and he actually put his cryptocurrency on a USB drive, and that was a huge portion of his life savings. Let me read you this article. The article reads, Ukrainian refugees flees to Poland with $2,000 in Bitcoin on a USB drive. Then it gives you some information. Nearly a quarter of Ukraine's population has been forced from their homes in the last 4 weeks. Many have turned to cryptocurrency to safeguard their cash, as I was telling you before. But now you get the exact example of somebody. On the morning when Russia went into the war in Ukraine, Fadi woke up at 9 a.m. to deluge this telegram message from a friend asking him what was happening on the ground in the western city of Lvov. After a quick scan of the news, he realized that his country was under siege. He decided to get out. Fadi is a 20-year-old man, and he was asked to be identified by his pseudonym to protect his privacy, so that's not his actual name, because there is conscription for Ukrainian nationals aged 18 to 60. So he ran away from the draft. He didn't want to get drafted. I'm not judging you. I'm just giving people context in the audience. And I quote, I couldn't withdraw the cash at all because the queues in the ATMs were so long and I couldn't wait that much time. He wanted to get out before there was a draft, before everybody understood what was happening. And to his defense, he has no idea what was happening. It could have been a World War III, nuclear weapons, no idea. So the guy's like, yo, I'm out. I want to leave. So he couldn't get his money out. So he says he made a peer-to-peer exchange with a friend, trading $600 worth of his Bitcoin savings for zloty, the Polish national currency, which he then used to pay for a bus across the border, a bed in a hostel for him and his girlfriend, and some food. Fadi also took a USB stick with him across the border containing 40% of his life savings, or about $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. The thumb drive, combined with a unique passcode, became the key to his financial survival. And I quote, I could just write down my seed phrases on a piece of paper and take it with me, explained Fadi. So I'm going to post this video on both my channels. If you're watching the Adam Bergman Show, I have a channel dedicated to finance, traditional finance, where I do talk about cryptocurrency. I just don't talk about DeFi or as in-depth as I do on my other channel. If you're watching this on Adam Bergman's Moneymakers channel, I do have a separate channel, which is a DeFi dedicated channel that talks about how to actually use DeFi, which is decentralized finance of the blockchain. So this video kind of goes to both channels in case you watch me on both channels. So if you don't know, cryptocurrency is data that's stored on something called a blockchain. A blockchain stores data, and people or miners or stakers or validators secure the blockchain. So it allows you to send data from point A to point B on something called a blockchain, and this blockchain is secured without a central entity. For example, no banks. So you have CeFi, which is central finance, and you have DeFi, which is decentralized finance. In order to store your crypto, you can store it on your cell phone. Usually it's in a centralized exchange like a Coinbase, for example, or you could store it on a DeFi wallet, which also could go on your phone, but it could also be a little USB drive. So then it explains a little bit what's happening right now. He says his experience highlights some of the most important characteristics of Bitcoin. It's valid across borders, requires no bank, and is tethered to its owner by a password, making it a lot harder to steal than cash. Most people will never come up and say, run your pockets and steal your memory stick. It don't happen like that. They're going to say, break it off, and they want the fiat, they want the cash or your jewelry. Ain't nobody stealing a memory stick from you, although that might change in the future. So it does definitely show the strengths of cryptocurrency. It says nearly a quarter of Ukraine's population has been forced from their homes in the last 4 weeks, and the war has strained the country's financial system. As the invasion proceeded, ATMs across the country started to run out of cash, and some people are food lines for hours only to face a $33 limit per transactions. Now, although there's a $33 limit, believe it or not, it's a lot better in Ukraine than it is in Russia, financially wise, or at least in my point of view. If you find an ATM in Russia, it's depleted and you can't get any of your money out. The Russian government made a decree that 80% of any foreign income that comes in needs to be converted to Russian ruble, and you can't make any transactions over $10,000 taking it out of the country. That's the last time I heard of it. The rules might be even more stringent now. And I quote, in part of the world, crypto, despite its volatility, despite the sentiments that the West has towards it, they don't ask why crypto, they just ask how. And I quote, there's a very powerful thing for a group of people who don't have financial stability or political stability right now to be able to hold their net worth in some type of asset or product that essentially can be stored in a password. Guys, cryptocurrency can do a lot more than just store your crypto. In the world of DeFi, I'm literally making videos where I'm buying real tangible assets, like a real house, part of real estate, and I'm using cryptocurrency to do it. And that transaction is stored on the blockchain. I'm doing it through a program called Lofty on the Algorand blockchain. This video is not about that. However, if you do want to see it, go take a look at my videos on the Adam Bergman Show. It's really amazing. A lot of people don't have money to invest $1 million or $100,000 or $50,000, but everybody has $50, and every share of this real estate is $50 increments. So it's really cool, the ability of cryptocurrency and what you can do. However, this does highlight the most basic premise of cryptocurrency, and that is a store of value in a password-protected wallet that only you can access. And I quote, the country's economy shut down within a matter of hours. Chief Strategy Officer of Human Rights Foundation, which has been supporting the activities in Ukraine since 2009. And I quote, everything gets frozen. All of a sudden, it's a wartime economy. That happened in a matter of days. We're talking about 24 to 48 hours. For many weeks prior to the invasion, most of the Ukrainian people I know were actively trying to move as much money out of their Ukrainian bank accounts as possible, whether it be into the UK banks, US banks, or crypto, continue Hamad, who spent several months in Ukraine in the last year and is currently in Poland. Somebody was asked, why not PayPal? And they responded, with crypto, it's just much easier. And I quote, how are you going to access your Ukrainian bank account in Poland? Good luck, said Gladstein. Even with the laws passed to protect asylum seekers, Gladstein warns that most Ukrainian refugees won't be able to just walk into a bank in Poland and open a bank account. Not everybody has a crypto wallet, but those who do are treating it like a bank account and transacting with it in these times of need. Guys, it's truly remarkable what you could do with crypto. At the end of the day, the whole point of cryptocurrency is not to have an on-ramp and off-ramp. An on-ramp is ability to convert fiat for crypto. Off-ramp is an ability to convert crypto to fiat, right? On-ramp, off-ramp. The point of cryptocurrency at the end of the day is all you need is your cell phone or whatever it is, and send people cryptocurrency with a little barcode or a QR code reader. That's it. If I want to buy this cup of coffee, I'm not going to use fiat to buy it. I can just use my cryptocurrency to buy it. Guys, the current price of Bitcoin is around 42,500. The price is stable. Are we in a bull market? I have no idea, but I would be leaning 70-30 bull market as opposed to bear market of Bitcoin right now. I like a lot of sentiments that I see, and a lot of altcoins are moving as well. For example, Cardano had a huge move today. STX or Stacks token had a huge move today. Algorand had a huge spike the other day. DOT had a spike. A lot of cryptocurrencies are coming to life with the light that's been shined on, the negativities of having a bank account, negativities of having fiat, and the absolute control that the government has on it. Imagine if you're a Russian citizen, and again, guys, don't hate on me, because Russian regular people did not start this. It's the government, specifically one person who runs the country. But regular Russian people your money got so devalued. It went from 80 rubles to like 130 rubles, and now it's like 100 something rubles. Imagine you lost 50% value of your money. Well, if you bought crypto instead of the ruble, you're good. You actually made money during this whole ordeal. Guys, thank you so much. Please give me the like, share, and subscribe. I try very, very hard to bring you guys educated information and make it very, very simple for you to understand. If you're from the Adam Bergman Show, check out my other channel, Adam Bergman's Money Makers. And if you're part of Adam Bergman's Money Makers, check out my other channel, The Adam Bergman Show. Thank you. Have a great day.